Hello and welcome to Quick Bob's vlog. Just a couple of important announcements, updates today. We've had three. Firstly, the ferries. We've now got a deal agreed by the Department of Transport with the ferry firms, so there will be some financial support in order for the ferries to keep the lifeline services that they've got at the moment. The NHS on the island have said please don't go below those services. Clearly the ferries are running at a loss at the moment, so there is a financial package, not a lot of money, but enough to make sure that we keep those services running at the moment. So that's now done. Secondly, drones. If I mentioned about a month ago, I think, that the government was going to be experimenting with drones on the island to support St Mary's. They're now going to speed up that pilot scheme, and that's really important. There's been some silly talk about lifting the lockdown early on the island to see what happens. This is just absolute nonsense, and I'll keep my opinions to myself of what I think of would-be politicians peddling that. What, however, I'm very keen to do is to find out where we can use pilot schemes on the island to deliver good stuff for the island and to deliver support for the island, but also to maybe act as a beacon and a pilot scheme for the rest of the nation. So whether that's in contact tracing and testing, whether that's in other issues around what we will do eventually, how can we work through the ideas of what easing the lockdown in due course consists of, so temperature checking at ferry terminals and that sort of thing. It's these sorts of ideas. And another one of them has been announced today, which is the pilot scheme for using drones to support St Mary's, which could be great now. I'm not saying it's going to start happening or the significant effects of it are going to start happening immediately, but in future it'll be really important to support and supply St Mary's better. So I'm glad that's been given the go-ahead today. And thirdly, we've now got testing on the island, which again is really important as well. So we had our own test centre. Letters went out to people saying they needed to be tested in Gatwick. That is clearly nonsense, and I was really concerned when we found out about that, as was other people on the Isle of Wight. So we've got on in the last week or so, last 10 days, we've been having talks with government, and not just myself, but the council, who are doing a really good job, the NHS on the island, CCG and all these other bodies that are helping support us at the moment, and said we need our own testing site on the Isle of Wight. That has now happened, so the testing is going to be starting tomorrow, and the local government are putting out a lot of information about how that works, and I'll probably just give you an update on that tomorrow. But from tomorrow onwards, we've got testing on the island for initially for key workers and for people who are feeling the potential effects of corona. So there will be instructions and stuff going out tomorrow on that. So that's all from me for the moment. Thank you.